I mean, we're getting to the point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not exaggerating here. We're getting to the point where the gay Gestapo is going to make us wear little cross emblems on our sleeves like the Jews in Nazi Germany had to wear Stars of David. They're going to make us wear yellow crosses on our sleeves so they can identify us, so they will know whom not to hire. They will know whom to fire. They will know whom not to hire. They will know whom not to do business with. I mean, we're getting to that point where if you have symbolically have a yellow cross patched onto your sleeve, you're not eligible to hold a job and to pursue certain careers. Now, one of the cases I mentioned yesterday was that editor at newspaper in Iowa got canned because on his personal blog, he expressed his opinion about marriage being the union of one man and one woman. He got summoned to the publisher's office and fired on the spot. Now, here's a story from HGTV. I don't know if you know what HGTV is. I've kind of seen it in passing, but it's the Home and Garden television network. And they've had this, they were getting ready to roll out this program that featured two twin brothers. It was kind of a flip a house show. Here's how it was presented by the Benham brothers, two twin brothers. And here's how the plan was going. This is what the series was going to be like. It was going to premiere in October, and it was going to star these two twins, David and Jason Benham. Now, their father is Flip Benham, very, very active in the pro-life movement. In fact, he had a lot to do with Jane Roe, the Roe of Roe v. Wade, Norma McCorvey, coming to faith in Christ and becoming pro-life. Flip Benham was heavily involved in that. These two twins both went to Liberty University. Now, here is the program that was going to be aired by HGTV starting in October. Here's the concept. After a decade of flipping houses for profit, which is what the Benhams have been doing, they would now help families buy the home they thought they could never afford, a small-scale, personal, extreme makeover home edition. In each episode, the brothers would find a fixer-upper and transform it into their forever home. But today, this was from yesterday, USA Today, today, quietly in a tweet, HGTV says the show will not be happening. You want to know why? Because they found out that these brothers were actively pro-life and pro-marriage. One of the brothers, David Benham, actually prayed at an event outside the Democratic National, what do they call it? The convention, the National Convention in 2012. He was part of a prayer event outside the arena where the Democrats were having their annual convention. Remember, that's the one where they booed God and they voted God out of the Democratic Party, voted God out of the building, voted God out of the platform. And Anthony Villagrosa, who was the MC of the thing, had to basically violate parliamentary procedure by declaring that the ayes had it when it was very, very clear that the majority of the people in the room didn't want anything to do with God, didn't want him connected to their party, didn't want him connected to the meeting, didn't want him connected to the convention, didn't want him connected to their party platform in any way. So David Benham is there leading a prayer outside the convention of 2 Chronicles 7:14, praying that God would bring this nation back to God. And he's pro-family, went on Janet Mefford's program and said, we have to resist the homosexual agenda. It's going to destroy this land. The same kind of stuff you hear on this program every day. And when Right Wing Watch found out that David Benham had done this, that he was pro-life and pro-marriage, they put out a piece yesterday, just yesterday afternoon, explaining that, or maybe it was the day before. I mean, it's the last 2 days. And almost instantly, the gay lobby found out about this. They besieged HGTV, and HGTV pulled the program just in less than 24 hours. You know, it shows you the power of the bullies and the bigots of Big Gay. We have a gay Gestapo. So now they are terminating careers in broadcasting. Remember, Craig James got fired by Fox Sports Southwest. His career in broadcasting terminated because he's pro-marriage. and pro-family. Now the Benham brothers, their show on HGTV, they're told they're not welcome, they're not accepted in polite company. The gay Gestapo has struck again, one profession, one career after another being denied to American citizens because they believe in Jesus Christ and believe what the Bible teaches about marriage. The most thorough study that's been done of the homosexual population in America, male homosexuals about 2% of the population, lesbians less than 2%, so less than 4% of the population of the United States is homosexual, and yet they are exercising a totalitarian control over our entire economy and over who gets to work and what kind of careers you're eligible for. We brought you stories before. Photographers can't be in photography business unless they shoot lesbian ceremonies. Bakers, if they won't bake cakes for homosexual ceremonies, they go out of business. Florists get punished. Sports broadcasters lose their jobs. Counselors can't go into the counseling profession, get kicked out of counseling programs. Innkeepers, if they won't host same-sex wedding receptions, get booted out of business. Teachers get kicked out of education programs. And now guys getting kicked off of cable TV reality show because they happen to be Christians.